Howdy. Yes, it's the end of the month, 31st of November, and another bot haul for you. Now, this month, obviously, you've seen a majority of the bots that I've bought this month already, because I bought the lion's share of the bots this month at Rollout Roll Call at the beginning of the month, and you've already seen my Rollout Roll Call haul, so you know what I bought at Rollout Roll Call. So, in order to not to go over things too much, I'm just going to show you the Rollout Roll Call bots again. Just going to go over them quickly, show them in well, they're all in robot mode. I've got them all spread out here in robot mode. Some of them, like I said, they were still in packets when I showed them last time, but I've had a play with all of them, so I can give it like a quick opinion on them, and then I'll show you the other bits I've picked up, most of which I've already reviewed this month. So yeah, hopefully this one, even though I have got a lot of stuff this month, 30 odd bots, spent over 500 quid, so it's a big scoring month, but I've try and keep this whole video short as I can. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So, Rollout Roll Call, Saturday the 3rd of October, and the first thing that I wanted to get was this guy, Chromedome. Here he is in robot mode. I showed him in his car mode before. Absolutely gorgeous paint job on this. Came with this sort of target master dude that turns into a crossbow. It's neither here nor there really. Mainly bought it for the bot mode. Brilliant bot. Really happy I got it. Paid 65 quid for it, which is a lot of money for a deluxe in my mind, but he's amazing. Absolutely incredible. Great mould to have used for the repaint as well. The Prime Wheeljack mould. Very cool. Then I picked up one of these. Picked up a Combiner Wars Mirage. Mainly because I've got the Classics Mirage, but I've also got Combiner Wars Drag Strip and Classics Drag Strip. So I wanted two characters and two different versions of the mould. So this guy completed the set. And I got Generations Trailbreaker. Now, bought this guy because of Spotlight Trailbreaker, and when I opened the packet and read the comic, lo and behold, Spotlight Trailbreaker. I mean, it is the perfect comic to put with this guy. I mean, you couldn't have picked a better comic to put with it. I mean, Spotlight Trailbreaker is an amazing comic, and it really fills out, shows you the character of Trailbreaker brilliantly, and it's really funny, really excellently written and drawn. The mould, now that I've had a play with it, I was hoping to get Lift Ticket, which is the same mould as this. Now that I've played with this mould, I'm not so sure about that. But anyway, glad I got him. Awesome that he came with the Spotlight Trailbreaker. Now, Generations Darkmount, aka Lord Straxus. Wow. I'm really starting to like this thing. It's a good interpretation of the character. I mean, I remember him from the G1 comics. It's a very good likeness. Doesn't transform into a flying space gun, but it does transform into a wheeled gun of some description. Good transformation. Nice articulation. He's creeping onto my TF15 of 2015 list, this guy. I haven't finalised the list. This guy isn't even on there as a maybe, but he might be, because the more I look at it, the more I play with him, the more I like him. But he's awesome. And I got this. Yeah. Oh dear. I bought this, I've been after it because I was planning on getting a Combiner Wars Menasor, which I still haven't got because I'm waiting for Kapow to get in the Unite Warriors UTO2. I've got it on pre-order deposit and they still haven't got it in. In Demand Toys had it on the shelf at Rollout Roll Call. I could have bought it there and then, but I knew I had one on pre-order with Kapow and they still haven't got it in. Big Bad Toy Store and TF Source have got it in stock. Why hasn't Kapow? Yeah, another gripe at Kapow there. Yeah, this guy, plastic quality is not very good. The pegged wheels barely turn. Not too happy with these shoulder joints. They're a bit stiff and they sort of wobble all over the place. And he's not black. He might look it, but he's not. He's kind of like a very dark chocolatey brown colour. So yeah, on the whole, not that impressed with him. The last thing I picked up on the Saturday, Generations Chromia. Now, obviously I've been reading the comics, read the Windblade comic, which Chromia stars in quite heavily, as she's another one of those fembot characters that came across from the Caminus. But she's a bodyguard for Windblade, basically, and she's a complete and utter badass. So I wanted to get one. The toy's a bit... I'm just... the kibble. Now, in the comic, her cockpit turns into like an energy shield, and it's a shame they didn't make it detachable and put a peg on it so she could wield it like an energy shield. It would have reduced the kibble on the back of the character and, you know, gave her something else to hold that's more in keeping with the character from the comic. She's alright, she's pretty good, but, yeah, maybe I should have gone for the Takara one, perhaps. Moving on to Sunday the 4th, picked up this guy, United Wheeljack. Like this mould, it's very good, quite chunky, decent articulation, good likeness of Wheeljack. Quite happy with it. Then still on the Toy Foo store, picked up a little Legends Hound, the Hunt for Decepticons tracker Hound. He's pretty nifty, pretty cool, like him. Then I got Cybertron Clucker from Velocitron Planet, the Speed Planet. He's cool. Got working light piping? Yes, he has. Haven't got a cyber key with him, but pretty neat little bot. Then I got the Perfect Effects PE06 Rewinder. Now, I bought this because of this. Now, if you look at look at that. Is that not nearly perfect size comparison? I mean, he's just a perfect size for this version of Chromedome, for a deluxe version. He's small but perfectly formed. The only thing wrong with him, he doesn't transform into a data slug or a cassette. He transforms into a gun, so he's effectively a target master. But he's pretty cool. I snapped his head off earlier when I was trying to transform him. I broke his head off. He's got a little tiny ball joint in here and I snapped it off, but I've glued it back on and it's working again now. So yeah, he's pretty cool, like him. Then I got this, the TFCC Sideburn of the Classics Rodimus mould. Awesome thing. Love it, looks amazing. I picked up RID Sideburn at Auto Assembly and I've only recently started playing with it, and it's a very good version of that. Has got a few sort of paint blemishes on it, especially around the head, but really loving it. Nice articulation, good solid plastic, apart from the little damage it's got up here. Awesome toy. And when I found out what the price of it was, 35 quid, which I thought, well, for a convention exclusive, that's doable, so I bought it. And from Toy Foo, Cybertron Hotshot for 3 quid. What's not to like? No Cyber Planet key, no gun, but come on, it's a Cybertron toy for 3 quid. It's a bit simplistic, very simple transformation, limited articulation, but rock solid build quality. It's nice, strong, tough plastic. I love Cybertron toys, absolutely love them. Then it was Indie Man Toys. They had some boxes of loose stuff, and I got this guy, G1 Lightformer's Iron Fist, and oh yeah, he's got the pink light piping going on. Amazing light piping. Shame his head doesn't come up a bit further than that. He just looks like he's doing this. His waist joint's very, very loose. He hardly stands up. But having read Last Stand of the Wreckers, I had to get an Iron Fist. Would like to get the iGear Demolition Crew version, which looks pretty cool and is IDW accurate. But this guy will do for now. At the same time, I picked up this bloke for the same price, 25 quid. G1 Power Masters Joyride with hot wires on the back. He's been very badly repaired. One of the pins fell out of his wheel, and so they stuffed a screw into it, and it's all jammed up. And when you turn the wheel, it unscrews the screw and the wheel falls off. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of maintenance on this when I'm finished doing this video. But he transforms into a buggy, and I'm all about buggy formers, so that's why I bought this guy. Then I went to Me and Max Love Toys and got this guy. Reveal the Shield Voyager Strafe. It's quite an impressive figure. It's quite big, it's quite large, decently articulated, forms a big stealth jet. It was only £7.50. There was other people selling this at the event for a lot more than that. So yeah, picked him up. Then got animated Swoop. Very slight, very petite, very tiny, very slim line figure. Forms a nice little Terrorsaur. Obviously animated aesthetic. Pretty cool. Liking him. Picked him up fairly cheap. Now, bought this guy, which is movie Dreadwing. Now, I bought him for some stupid reason, like I wanted him as a stand-in fulcrum, because there's a like a picture of a tech spec thing on the internet which shows fulcrum as having a jet mode, like in a grey camouflage scheme. So I thought this guy would do as a stand-in for that, but doesn't really work. Buyer's regret on this one. Really crap robot. Not bad jet, but crap robot. And I got a little G1 tailgate, because it'd be rude not to. Revenge of the Fallen Ejector. Now, yeah, it's a toaster that transforms into a goblin, gremlin, some kind of mythical creature. Such an oddball thing. Interesting transformation. Had to have it. Just bought it for novelty factor, if nothing else. And I got this guy, Transmetal Terrorsaur. Now, he looks incredible in Terrorsaur mode. Bot mode's pretty cool, lots of blingy chrome. Forms a proper Terrorsaur. Hardly any kibble on it. I mean, the legs fold up underneath, so they're a bit bulky, but apart from that, it's fantastic. And I was down to my last couple of quid, and I bought a job lot of the Real Gear Transformers, starting with Longview. Now these things are really nifty. They're like little gadgets, like mobile phones, cameras, camcorders, and this guy turns into a pair of sort of modern style binoculars. But they got really cool little transformations. They're decently articulated. They're a reasonable size, and they're good little things to fiddle about with and play with. So I bought a box full of them for £1 each, and this was the first one that I sort of saw and got a liking for. Then got this one. So I'm having to read my list down here. Speed dial 800. Turns into a mobile flip phone. Power Up VT6 turns into like a Game Boy style gamepad. Like a little portable game controller. Zoom Out, he turns into a camcorder. It's kind of got like a Borg style head going on there. And Spyshot 6 turns into one of these. Yeah. And that was my rollout roll call haul. Now, like I said, you've seen them all before. I just thought I'd go over them again quickly, show them in their robot modes. So, moving on, Thursday the 15th of October, I got the first of my recent order of Carbots. Yeah, I've bought some more Carbots. There's more to come. Not this year. I'm pretty much done for international parcels this year. But yeah, this is the this is Ace, and this is the Mini Ace. This is the intermediate line. They have some like micro ones, mini ones, and then the large ones. I wanted to get one of these just to see what they were like. Plastic's a bit thin on it. Build quality's not quite as good as the bigger ones. Some bits don't quite. See, like these bits don't peg in properly. But still, it's not a bad figure. It's decently posable for a Carbot. Same amount of articulation as the big Carbots. Yeah, it's all right. And I got Pron. Now these are the Carbots that I really prefer to go for, the big ones. You can get them for about 45 quid off eBay, Korea. Now, some of them are made in China, some of them are made in Vietnam. You want to go for the Vietnamese made ones. This is a Chinese made one. Build quality's not quite as good as the others. It's still good enough. I mean, they're still loaded with ratchets. They're big. Slightly lacking in articulation in a few areas, but no, they're really impressive, and they've got the transformations are not simple. They're involved, but intuitive, and they're dead easy to transform. You can transform them. They've got about 5 or 6 steps. You can just flip them backwards and forwards. Really detailed, licensed Hyundai car modes, and they're really fantastic. And I'm really enjoying watching the show. There's episodes of season 2 airing at the moment on YouTube, and really into my Carbots. So yeah, got him. And then I picked up this guy. This is one of the characters from season 2. This is Ghost Chaser. He's, well, when you first see him in the first episode, he's like a feral beast running around in the woods, and then the other Carbots confront him and something happens and he becomes tame, and then he helps them hunt for ghosts. And the next episode that's coming out next week, this guy's going to feature in it quite heavily. So yeah, he's pretty cool. I'm really enjoying him. Oh, he had arrived on the 22nd of October. So just getting to the last couple of things now. Friday the 23rd of October, I did a Coventry toy hunt. First port of call was Smith's Toys. Very limited selection of things to pick up at Smith's. They only stock the Combiner Wars and RID stuff now. There's a few Age of Extinction things left over, but it's pretty much all RID and Combiner Wars. And it's pretty much all stuff that I've got, or either stuff I've already got or don't want. But there was one figure who I've been thinking of getting for a while, and he was there, so I picked him up. RID Warrior Class Steeljaw. Oh dear. I knew there was a reason why I didn't want to get this guy. Kibble. Yeah, he's got big vehicle kibble on his back. His legs are not very good. He doesn't stand up very well. He's got very tight joints on his arms. These bits don't peg in. There's a lot going on that's not right on this toy. I've got the Legion version and the one-step version of this figure, and they're infinitely better than this. So another figure that I got buyer's regret for. Then I was on my way up to Toys R Us at Crosspoint, but I went via Walsgrave, and I thought I'm going to go into B&M Home Stores, and I'm so glad that I did. They've restocked on the Generations Voyagers, haven't they? And they've got this guy in. They got Brainstorm. Loads of them. They had about a dozen Brainstorms. They had lots of Skybites and Roadbusters and a couple of Whirls, but they had loads of these. And for $12.99, they were also doing the Leader Class Jetfire for $24.99 as well, so I was halfway tempted with that. But yeah, so I thought I'd pick him up. I mean, I've got Smart Robin, and he's sort of my Brainstorm, but I thought I'd pick this guy up, and he's actually quite good. He's got a lot of articulation going on, and one of the things I like about him best, he's got little compartments in his arms and his legs that his fists and feet fold up into. I think that's brilliant. He's very tall as well for a Voyager. He's ridiculously tall. Yeah, he's got the Headmaster gimmick. I'm being so careful when I pull it out of the thing. It doesn't really work that well. I mean, you've heard horror stories of people, trying to pull it out and popping the head off the Headmaster. But yeah, he's really cool. I'm really digging him. Definitely worth $12.99. Then I went to Toys R Us, and Toys R Us at Crosspoint is... their selection of Transforming toys is rubbish. It really is. Every time I go in there, it's all the same old crap. Stuff that I don't need, stuff that I don't want, stuff that I've already got. They just make no effort, and the shelves are so disorganised and a mess, where people have just gone in, they've gone and just left stuff lying around all over the place. Anyway, I was looking round, I saw this Age of Extinction one-step Steeljaw that I was sort of halfway tempted to get. But there was a figure, an RID figure that is coming out soon that I wanted to get. And I looked for him in Smith's but didn't see him, so I thought, well, I wonder if they've got it in Toys R Us. And I was looking round, and guess what I found? RID Legion Ultra Magnus. Now, I've been after this guy. When I saw the pictures of it, I thought, yes, I want that one. It's a repaint of the Optimus Prime mould, but the Optimus Prime mould doesn't work for me. That mould, those colours, doesn't work. This one does. This one looks incredible. It so looks like a mini Magnus, it just does. The colours just work amazingly on it. Could probably do with a bit more red, especially in the vehicle mode. I'm half tempted to paint these bits red. Maybe a few more paint apps around the cab. But robot mode, I can hardly fault it. It's brilliant. For a Legion figure anyway, it's amazing. So yeah, I was absolutely cock-a-hoop to pick him up. And the last thing I picked up, which arrived yesterday, and you've seen my review of it. Blackarachnia. Legends LG17 Blackarachnia. Yep, she arrived yesterday. So I checked YouTube. Nobody else had reviewed it, so I thought I'd stick a review up of it, such as it is. But yeah, so I got her. And that is my haul for this month. Yeah, I've tried to nip through it as fast as I can today. Yeah, so that was 32 bots and a total spend of £500.69. Now, we're getting towards the end of the year. I'm going to start slowing down on the bots that I buy. There are a couple of events I've got lined up. There's 2 more car boots at Stoney that I can go to. There's 2 more Coventry toy hunts that I'm planning on doing. There is another NEC toy fair on the 27th. Is it the 27th of December? Let's have a look on the calendar. Yeah, Sunday the 27th of December. And I've bought my ticket for it. I am going to the MCM Comic Con in Birmingham on Sunday the 22nd of November. I decided I want to go to one of these big Comic Cons and just see what it's like. Because Adam, the Darth Prime, he went to an MCM Comic Con last year and managed to pick up some Transformer toys. So I thought, well, if I can pick up Transformer toys at a Comic Con, then I might as well go and have a look. Trying to get hold of some Masterpiece figures. I could do with a Masterpiece Prowl, and I'm still after a Takara Masterpiece MP10B Black Convoy. There's a slim chance that I might be able to pick one up there, but we'll see. That's basically what I've got planned for the rest of the year. Probably not going to be sending out for any more international parcels. I've had a bit of a problem trying to get hold of Toy World TW-DO4 Iron Dreg from a Chinese seller. I'm probably going to do a chewing the fat on this. Basically, he was selling them for less than half price, and 2 days after I won the auction, his eBay account got shut down and all his items got deleted. Anyway, I waited 6 weeks for it to arrive and it didn't turn up, so I took out a case against him, and only just yesterday did I get a refund on it. So tomorrow I am going to order another one from another Chinese seller, but one that's trusted, one that I got Spear from, so he's fairly trustworthy. Because I'm desperate to complete my Toy World combiners. I've got both the Toy World combiners that they've got out already. I've got the Dino one and the Throttlebot one. Both of them are missing a limb each, and I just can't get hold of them. So I need Iron Dreg for the Dino combiner, and I need Grindrod for the Throttlebot combiner. I've got Grindrod on pre-order deposit with Kapow, and this is another thing that Kapow are dragging their heels on. You can get it from TF Source, you can get it from Big Bat Toy Store because the reissue Grindrod is out. But Kapow, for some reason, can't be bothered to get the stock in, even though I've got one on pre-order with them. What's that all about? Anyway, so that's it. That's me for this month. Probably not going to be much of a haul next month. Like I said, because I'm starting to slow down. There's only a few things I'm not going to be spending lots of money on Transformers. But hey-ho, this is how it goes. Yeah. So that's it for now. See you all next time. Ta-da.